law against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to King Duncan, the royalist thou didst leave it.
Brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name. Disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smote bloody execution. Like Valor's minion, he carved out his passage, till he faced the slave, Macdonald, which never shook hands or bid farewell to him. He unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
A valiant cousin, worthy gentlemen.
Mark, King of Scotland, mark, no sooner justice had, with valor armed, compelled those skipping kerns to thrust their heels. But the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage, refurbished arms, and a new supply of men began to crush assault.
To Spain that not our captains of Macbeth and Lady Macbeth?
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hair of the lion. If I say sooth, they were as cannons, overcharged with double cracks. But I grow faint. My gashes cry for help.
Thy words become thee as do thy wounds. They spake of normal, of honor both. Now, go get him, sir. Come here.
The worthy Thane of Ross.
God save the king.
From whence camest thou, dear Thane?
From Fife, great king, where Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Coldwater, began this dismal conflict, till the Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparison. Point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and, to conclude, the victory fell upon us.
With great happiness.
The King of Norway craves composition, nor would he deign him burial of his men, till he dispersed at St. Columban $10,000 to our general use.
No more that Thane of Coldwater shall deceive our bosom interest. Pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, Macbeth hath won.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire. Look not like inhabitants of the earth, and yet are aunts. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glum! All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Coldwater! All hail, Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter! Hail! 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 Lesser than Macbeth and greater! Not so happy, yet much happier! Thou shalt be king, so thou be none. So all hail, Macbeth and Banquo! Banquo and Macbeth! All hail!
Say, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By Shire's death I know I am Thane of Glum, but how of Coldwater? The Thane of Coldwater lives. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence. Speak, I charge you! Would they had stayed?
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner? You shall be king.
And Thane of Coldwater too, went it not so?
The self-same tune and words. Who's there?
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. When he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and praises do contend which should be thine or his. I am sent from our royal master to give thee thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee. And in earnest of a greater honor, he bade me, from him, call thee Thane of Coldwater. In addition, hail most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who once was the Thane lives yet, but treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Arms. And Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pain. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, not be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature?
Look how our partner is wrapped. Worthy Macbeth, let us toward the king.
Think upon what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
Is the execution on Coldwater done? Are not those in our commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back. But I spoke with one who saw him die, and said very frankly, he confessed of his treasons, implored your highness pardon, and set forth a deep repentance.
He is a man on whom I had put my absolute trust.
Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my gratitude even now is heavy on me. Thou art so far before, the swiftest way of recompense is slow to overtake thee.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Our duties are to your throne and state children and servants.
Come hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to see thee full of growing. Noble Mayfield that hath no less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done. So let me enfold you. Hold you dear to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanted in their fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, noblemen, thanes, and you who are nearest us know that we shall establish our estate upon our eldest Malcolm, whom here shall after be known as the Prince of Cumberland, hence the Inverness and finest post.
The rest is labor which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
Brother,
Prince of Cumberland, that is a step on which I must fall down, or else o'erleap, for in my way it lies.
it sounds as old banquet to me. Let us after him who goes before us, bid us welcome.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the purpose of the Lord, they have more in them than human knowledge. When I learned and desired to question them further, they figured themselves into air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king. All hailed me, Thane of Cawdor. By which time before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time when hail king that shalt be. This I have thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised to you. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Long as thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet I do fear thy nature. 'Tis too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness that should attend it. No, hie thee hither, that I may pour my counsel in thine ear, and chastise chastise thee with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid do seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Oh, thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him? Were it so, would have informed for preparation.
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows, who, almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up the message.
Well, give him tending. He brings great news. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall. Come, thick night, and call me in the dunnest smoke of hell, that the keen knife see not the least as it waves, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Oh, great gloves, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond the ignorant present, and I feel now the future of the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
No, never shall the sun that morrow see. Oh, thy taste, my Thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters. Look, like the innocent flower, the serpent under it. You shall leave this night's great business in my dispatch.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle has a pleasant seat.
This guest of summer, temple-haunting varlet, where they most breed and haunt, I have observed the air is elegant.
See our honored hostess. The one that follows us often is our trouble, which still we thank as love. Here and I teach you that how you will ask us for your pities and thank us for your
All our service, every point twice done, and then done double. We're poor at single service to contend against those honors deep and broad wherein your majesty holds our house. For those of old and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your hermits.
Where is the Thane of Coldwater? We first him at the heels, but he rides well. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever.
Give me your hand, and take me to mine host. We love him dearly, and I wish our graces upon him.
If it were done, when 'tis done, and 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success. If but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we do but teach bloody instruction, which being taught return to plague the inventor. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has? Was the hope struck wherein you left yourself? Have been slept since. Art thou a fear? Be the same in thine own happy clamor as thou art in desire?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What peace was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. I have given some, and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. But I would, while it was smiling up at my face, plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail,
We fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place, and he'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, will I, his two chamberlains, with wine and wassail, so convince? What cannot you and I perform upon his spongy officers? Shall bear the guilt of our great wealth.
will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy dew of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive another? As we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death.
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I've not heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
I take it. 'Tis later, sir.
Here, hold my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. Your candles are all out. Heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Who's there?
A friend!
All's well. I dreamed last night of the three weird sisters. You they have shown some truth. Yet, when we can spend an hour to serve, we would use some words about this business, if you would grant the time.
I think not of them.
At thy kindest leisure.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir, and the like to you.
Go, bid thy mistress, when my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eye. Now, o'er the one half-world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabouts. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which bids the sterns good night. He is about them. The doors are open. The surfeited grooms do mock their charges with snores. I have drugged their possums.
Who's there? What? Ho!
Black. I'm afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. I laid the daggers ready. He could not miss them. Oh, had he not resembled my father as he slept, I'd have done it myself. Oh, my husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
Aye.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
This is a sorry sight.
Ah. A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in his sleep, and one cried murder that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and address them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands, listing their fears. I could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could not I pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These things must not be thought after in such ways, else it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth doth murder sleep, sleep no more. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Coldwater shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
You do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of such things. Go, get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie in there. Go! Carry them there and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. Sleeping, and the dead are but as pictures. Ye do believe? I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? How they pluck out mine eyes! Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No. This my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color. I shame to wear a heart so white. Here knocking. Retire we to our chamber. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not to know myself. Oh, wake Duncan with thy knocking, I wouldst thou couldst.
There's a knocking indeed. Man with part of Hellgate, he'd have all turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? In the name of Beelzebub. There's a farmer, hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, have napkin to now you. Here, you'll surely sweat for it. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Another devil's name. Faith, here's an equivocator, who once sworn both scale against either scale. Committed treason, for God's sake. Oh, but you couldn't equivocate yourself to heaven. Come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? An English tailor? Come thither. For stealing out of a French hose? Come in, tailor. May you roast your goose. Knock, knock, knock. Never and quiet. What are you? For this place is too cold for hell. I'll double porter it no further. And leave people of all professions on the primrose way to the everlasting pathway. Anon, anon! I pray you, remember the porter!
Was it so late, friend? There you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Hey, sir. You're out carousing to the second cock. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir. Nose painting. Sleep. And urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes and it unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away from the performance. Much drink is said to be a great equivocator of lechery. It makes a man, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it sets him off. It persuades him, and disheartens him. It makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep, and giving him the lie it leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. 'Tis the thrown on me I did requite him for his lies, I think. Being stronger than he, though sometime he took my legs over my head, I made shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both. Is the king stirring, worthy thing?
Not yet.
You did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I'll make so bold to call, but 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king his today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys were blown down and, as they say, lamentings heard in the air. Strange screams of death, of prophesying with accent terrible, of dire combustion and confused event. New hatch to the woeful time.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
A sacrilegious murder hath broken open the Lord's anointed temple and stolen thence the light from the building.
What is it you say, the light?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight. See and speak for yourselves. Awake! Awake! Raise the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Donovan! Malcolm! Awake! Take off this dowdy sleep! Death's counterfeit! And look upon death itself! Up! Up and see the great doom's image! Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak, speak.
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for me to speak when you... It's not for you to hear when I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo! Banquo! Our royal master's murdered!
Woe! Alas! What, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear God, I pray thee, contradict thyself. Say it isn't so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time.
What is amiss?
You are and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered! By whom?
Those of his chambers, as it seemed, have done it. Their hands and faces were all bashed with blood. So were their daggers, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows.
Oh yet, I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious in a moment? No man. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. There the murderers, steeped in the color of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love?
Help me, hence!
Look to the lady.
What should be spoken here? Where our fate hidden in auger hole may rush and seize us. Let's away. Our tears are not yet brewed, nor our strong sorrow on what emotion.
And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer an exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all,
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easy. Out to England.
To Ireland, aye. Our separated fortune shall keep us both safer. Where we are, there's daggers and many smiles. Near in blood, near bloody.
This murderous shaft that has been shot hath not yet lightened. And our safest way is to avoid the aim, therefore to horse. And let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
How goes the world, sir, now?
Malcolm and Donovan, the king's two sons, have stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Will you come to Scone?
No, cousin, not to fight.
Well, I will visit.
Well, and you see things done well there. Adieu. Lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Farewell.
Thou hast it now. King, Coldwater, Glamis, all as the weird women promised. Fear, thou'st played most foully for it. Hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest. To Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let thy Lord command upon me. To the which my duties are, with the most indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange inventions. But of that tomorrow, when withal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly, hie you to horse, adieu till you return at night. Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my lord, our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. For Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, to make them kings, the seeds of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please, your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. Well, thus did Banquo.
Aye, my liege.
Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospeled to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue ye go for men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disaster, timed with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight, yet I must not, for certain friends are both his and mine. I to your assistance do make love, masking the business to the common eye.
We shall, my lord, before would you command us? Though our lives...
Your spirit shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves. Fleance, his son, that keeps you company, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come for you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded. Banquo thy soul's flight. If it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from the court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Knots had, all spent, when desire is got without contempt. It is better to be that which we destroy than in destruction, dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? What's done is done.
Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well.
Come on. Gentle, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among our guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray be you. We must make our faces vizards to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest Banquo and his play-ons live.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us, Macbeth? He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offers than what we have to do to be the direction just. Then stand with us. Hark, I can hear the horses.
Give us a light there. Ho!
Then 'tis he, for the rest that are within the note of expectation are already in the court. His horses go about, but he usually goes from hence to the palace gate. A light, stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Oh, treachery! Fly, good plants! Fly, fly, fly! Oh, thou mayest revenge! Rose.
Who did strike out the light? Was it not the way? There's but one down, the sun is fled. We have lost us half of our affair. Well, let's away and see how much is done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host.
Pronounce it to me, sir, for all our friends. For my heart speaks, they are welcome.
There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats.
Most royal sir, Lance has escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give cheer.
Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion, wait on appetite, and health on both.
May it please your highness, sit.
Please, your highness, grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you hath done this?
The what, my lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Oh, sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus and not pray you, keep seat. The fit is momentary. If much you know him, shall extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
Stuff. This is the very painting of your folly.
Prithee, see, there, behold, look, lo! How say you? Why, what care I? If thou can nod, speak too!
What unmanned in folly?
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame. My worthy lord, your noble guests do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. To all and him we thirst, and all to all.
Our duty and the pledge.
Avaunt and quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold, hence horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! Why so? Be gone, I am a man again. I pray you sit still.
Displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be? How can you behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear?
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak no more. Questions enrage him. At once. Good night. Go at once.
Good night, and better help attend His Majesty.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. How sayest thou, Macduff denies his person at our great bidding? I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak. For now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. Strange things I have in head, that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the sense of all good nature. Sleep.
Come, we'll to sleep. We are yet but young indeed.
Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell me where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court, and is received of his most high and pious Edward, whose grace and malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Thither Macduff seeks to prey upon the holy king, his aid in waking Northumberland in the warlike Seward. This news so exasperates the king, he prepared for some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did, with an absolute "Sir, not I." The cloudy messenger turns me his back and hums, "You'll rule the time that clogs me with this answer."
Some holy angel fly to the courts of England and unfold his message ere he come, that a swift blessing may soon return to this, our suffering country, under a hand accursed.
I'll send my prayers with him.
black and midnight hags, what is it you do?
A deed without a name!
I conjure you, by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak to me! We'll answer. Come, high or low, thyself in office deftly show.
Tell me, thou unknown power!
Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the thane of fight. Dismiss me, enough.
Whate'er thou art, for thy good caution thanks. Thou hast harped to my fear aright, but one word more.
He will not be commanded. Here's another more pokes than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man. None of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live Macduff. What need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live. What is this that rises like the issue of a king?
Listen, but speak not to it!
Macbeth shall never vanquish me until great Burnham Woods and high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest? Bid the tree unfix his earthbound root. Sweet Bodement's good, yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more!
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you. What is this children? What noise is this? Where are they? Gone! Let this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar.
Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my lord.
The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife. Give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before the purpose cool.
What had he done to make Macduff fly to England?
Madam, you must have patience.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion, his titles, in a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not. All is the fear. Nothing is the love.
Pray you, cuz, school yourself. Your husband was noble, wise, and judicious. He best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further.
Father he is, yet he's fatherless.
I would be much a fool should I stay much longer. It'd be to my disgrace and your discomfort. I'll take my...
Sarah, your father is dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Like one who swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone who does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest man.
Then liars and swearers are fools. For there are liars and swearers now. Beat the honest men and hang up them. Bless you, fair dame. I mount you known on your safe honor and courage. I doubt some dangers first nearly. You will take a humbling and advice that be not done. Hence, with your little ones, heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But I remember now. I'm in this earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable. To do good sometime accounted dangerous folly.
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou didst find him.
He is a traitor. Thou liest, thou shag-eared villain.
What, you egg, young fry of treachery?
He has killed me, mother. Run away, I pray you.
Ah!
Let us seek some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men, bestride our downfall and birthday.
You may deserve of him through me to offer up a poor, weak, innocent lamb to appease an angry god.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. Why in that rawness left you wife and child? You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Not for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak as in not absolute fear of you. I think the country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned than evils to top Macbeth. Oh, Scotland! Scotland!
One be fit to govern. Speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No. Not to live. Oh, nation miserable. With an untitled tyrant. Bloody scepter. When shalt thou know thy wholesome days again? Since that the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction, stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed. Thy royal father was a most sated king, and the queen that bore thee, more often upon her knees than on her feet, died every day that she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. Oh, my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to that good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains, hath sought to win me into his power. Modest wisdom plucks me from over credulous haste. But God above, deal between thee and me.
Sir!
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself, it cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where sighs and groans and shrieks rent the air and are made, not marked, where violent sorrow is but a modern ecstasy.
Oh, relation, too nice, and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace.
They were well at peace when I did leave them.
Be not a niggard of your speech. How goes it?
May not your ears despise my tongue forever, which they possess the heaviest sound yet they ever heard.
I guess that it.
Your castle surprised, wife and babe savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner, encore of that to these murdered deer, all to add to the death of you.
And all of my children?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence!
Be comforted. Let's make bad sins of our grave revenge. Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it like a man. Simple Macduff,
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Blood not the heart. Enrage it.
I could play the woman with mine eyes, and braggart with my tongue. Bring down this fiend of Scotland and myself within my sword's length set him. And if he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This time goes manly. Come, we go to the king. Macbeth is ripe for shaking, and the powers above put on their instruments. The night is long that never finds the day.
Since His Majesty went to the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and then return to bed. All of this while in the most fast asleep.
Great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefits of sleep while doing the effects of watching. In the slumbery state of agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me. It is most met. You should.
Either to you or anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and on my life, fast asleep. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
Look, her eyes are open. See how she rubs her hands?
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue this his a quarter an hour.
Out. Out, damn spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why then till time to do it? Hell is murky. Aye, my lord. Fine. What? A soldier and a fear? What have we to fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. Yet, who would have thought the old man would have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The same. A Fife had a wife. Where is she now? Oh, what will these hands ne'er be clean?
Go to, for you have heard what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes in Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh.
This disease is beyond my practice.
I tell you, yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out his grave.
Even so.
To bed. To bed. I hear a knocking at the gate. Come. Come. Come, come. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance. Still, keep eyes upon her. So good night. My mind transmated and amazed my sights. I think, but I dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
power is near, led by Malcolm, his Uncle Stuart, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them from the dear causes. The bleeding and grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood. Shall we well meet them? That way they are coming?
Who knows if Donovan be with his brother?
For certain, sir, he is not.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands? Now does he feel his title hang loose upon him like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief?
Well, march we on, and give obedience which is truly owed.
Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane, I cannot take with fear. Watch the boy Malcolm. Was he not born of woman? The spirits have pronounced. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes.
There's 10,000 soldiers, sir.
What soldiers, Patch?
The English force, so please you.
Get thy face hence. Satan! This bush will cheer me ever, or deceit me now.
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Get me mine armor. Send out more horses. Scur the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Bring me mine armor. How is your patience, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with a thick-coming fancy that keeps her from arrest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased?
The patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs. I'll none of it. Doctor, cast the water of my land. Find her disease. What rhubarb, senna, or what purgative drug would scour these English heads? Hearest thou of them?
My good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane, away and clear? Profit again should hardly draw me here.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand that the chambers are safe.
We doubt nothing.
What is this before us?
What is Burnham?
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby we shall shadow the numbers of our hosts and make discovery. Air and report of us.
It shall be done.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. What is that noise?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious, my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Burnham, and anon, methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath, but be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say a moving growth.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. Fear not, till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm! Arm and out! Ring the alarm bell. Blow wind, come rack. At least we'll die with harness on our back.
Now near enough. Relieving screens, throw down. You, worthy uncle, will lead our first battle. Macduff and we will take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Very well. If we but meet the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak! Give them all breath! Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death!
They have tied me to a stake! I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none.
What is thy name?
Thou be afraid to hear it.
No, but thou callest thyself a name hotter than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorrent tyrant. With my sword I shall prove evil thou speakest.
Thou was born of woman, but swords I smile at. Weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by a man that's of woman born.
That way the noises. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou beest slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. Let me find him, fortune. And more, I beg not.
This way, sir. The castle is gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day itself almost professes yours, and so
We have met with both strike beside us.
into the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them!
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
To spare thy charm, and let the angel, whom thou still hast served, tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time, painted upon a pole and underwritten. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first tries hold enough.
The friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, but for these I feel so great a day is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He lived but till he was a man, and like a man in which his prowess confirmed, in the unshrinking station where he fought, like a man he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and brought off the street.
Had he his hurts before?
Aye, on the front.
Then God's soldier be he, and God be with him. Here comes one.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, here stands the usurper's cursed head. Free is the time. Hail, King of Scotland. Hail, King of Scotland.
My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first of Scotland, and ever such an honor named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each whom we invite to see us crowned at scone!
Yeah!